right? So everyone is shouting about danger. So today we are going to see about opportunity. What are the opportunities that AI is going to provide you? All right. So that's the brief about what we are going to do in upcoming 3 to 4 hours, right? By the way, folks, I don't have watch with me. Why? Because whenever I'm teaching, it doesn't matter if it takes 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll be just teaching, right? I hope that's absolutely like okay with you. Will that be okay with you? Yes, 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 absolutely right. And by the way, folks, like we have so many value packed tools in the session, right? So that's why we are going to keep maximum value per minute in the session. So whatever questions that you have, we are going to cover those questions towards the end so that we can cover maximum amount of knowledge in minimum amount of time. Does that sound fair to everyone? So let's say if I'm not taking your question, it's not because I'm rude, it's just because like I want to deliver maximum value in minimum amount of time. Okay, yes, sounds good. Yes, 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 absolutely superb. I
Okay,
tell
guys,
why
perfect.
why am I not able to see others chat? So folks, two reasons for this. First, I want this to be a judgment-free zone. So basically, I can only see your chat. So I'm going to ask lot many questions, right? Whenever you engage, at that time you learn the most, right? So I want each and every one of you to engage the most, like give the most amount of energy that you ever gave in any session, right? So that is the first. So I'll be able to see whatever answers that you are giving. So even if you give wrong answer, so it will be a completely judgment-free zone. And secondly, I don't want you to have any kind of distraction while you are learning, right? So I don't want you to see like flood of matches and get distracted in that. So that's why I have keep the chat only to myself. All right.
Okay, guys, perfect. Now I see a couple of questions popping up in the chat box. So let me go ahead and set out the rules for the session so that all of us are on the same page. Now, guys, before we begin, some very important rules for the session. Very important. Number one, if you have joined in from your phone, it is absolutely okay. Okay, you do not need to worry about it if you have joined in from your phone and it is not possible for you to join in from your laptop. It is absolutely okay. But if you're someone who can join in from your laptop, that is awesome. Why do I say so? Because then you wouldn't have to worry about, okay, you wouldn't have to worry about how, things are going to be like, you wouldn't have to worry about zooming in, zooming out, about notifications popping up in your screen, etc. You wouldn't have to worry about that. That is why, if possible to join in from your laptop, do that. That is awesome. But not possible, then phone is absolutely okay. Okay. Number three, no recordings. Guys, there are not gonna be any recordings, for the workshop that you'll be getting. It is a live session. You need to attend it live and take notes throughout the session. Okay, take notes throughout the session. In fact, we will also share notes from our end as well so that you can practice later on. In the session, learn everything, note things down, and then we will share you notes towards the end as well so that you can practice with the help of those notes after the session. Can I get a clear in the chat box if you are clear with this? That there are going to be no recordings of the workshop. You need to attend it live, take notes. We will also share notes towards the end so that you can use those notes in order to practice later on. Okay, apart from it, guys, my years of mehnat, Kachavi's years of mehnat combined together in a form of bonuses. Okay, we have some amazing bonuses worth rupees 10,500 that we'll be giving to you all for absolutely free. Okay, amazing bonuses worth rupees 10,500 for you all for absolutely free, and some surprises as well to make you 10x more efficient in your job. Okay, so make sure you stay till the end to claim your bonuses, your details on how you get your certificate as well. Yes, guys, this is a certified workshop. You will be getting the certificate for it as well. How do you get the bonuses, the surprises, the certificates? By marking 100% attendance. How do you mark 100% attendance? When you register, when you join this particular Zoom session, you might have entered your details. Via that, we mark your attendance, and via that, we'll be providing you all of these bonuses, certificates, and details on how to get your certificate, and in fact, the notes of the session as well. Okay, all of this as a part of the session. Now, guys, because you would be spending your valuable time here with me, let me go ahead and make a promise to you all. What am I talking about? Guys, a big promise from our side. What is it? That by the end of this particular workshop, we will save you, both me and Kachave, we will save you 2 hours of your time on a daily basis. Okay, 2 hours of your time on a daily basis to help you become a super working professional at your office. How many of you want to become a super working professional at your office? Type in SWP in the chat box if you are someone who wants to save 2 hours of your time daily and become a SWP at your office. Someone who is looked forward to. Everyone in your office, every peer is looking forward to you because you are the super working professional using AI for everything. SWP, SWP, SWP. Super, amazing. Sounds good. Now, guys, in order to fulfill this promise, I need one very big commitment from you. What is the commitment? That I want it to be, you to give me complete undivided attention. Okay, complete undivided attention for the next 3.5 hours. Can I expect that from you all? That for the next 3.5 hours, you will be giving me complete undivided attention. Can I expect that? No WhatsApp, no chatting with your friends on WhatsApp, no Instagram, no reels, no shorts, nothing like that. Full attention, full on attention, because if you miss out on anything, you will be, feeling distracted. You wouldn't be getting the next thing, and then you will feel distracted in the session. You wouldn't understand. You will lose out on opportunities. Okay, that is why pay complete 100% undivided attention in the workshop. Okay, and what we'll be covering in today's session, we'll be covering some crazy AI tools via which you will be able to boost your productivity at your work very, very heavily. We'll teach you how you leverage AI in both your work and in your personal life, and we'll be answering the big question: will AI take your job, and how do you ensure that it doesn't? Okay, so this is about the workshop. Now, guys, I want you all to drop in the biggest ready with a lot of whys towards the end to show your excitement if you're ready to grow in your career in 2025, become AI proof, and master the AI skills of the future as well. Come on, guys, biggest ready in the chat box. Ready, 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 ready. Super. Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Chalo. Now, without any further ado, let's start off with the learning for the day. Guys, tool number one for the day. Tell me, how many of you would want to make a detailed research report on any sort of topic? Like any sort of topic you are given, like in your office, or whatever sort of report you are asked to make, you would be wanting to make a detailed research report, a full on detailed research report with citations and with proper information in it, so as to completely impress your peers at your office. How many of you would want to do something like this? Want to do something like this? Me. Okay, so if you want to do something like this, we'll be learning this particular tool. The tool number one for the day is Grok. Okay, how does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So I'll simply go to Grok. Okay, let me go to Grok. Okay, I'll simply go to Grok. Once I go to Grok, now the AI will verify whether I'm a human. So now it has verified, and once it has verified, it will show me a screen like this. Okay, it will show me a screen like this. Now I need to enter a prompt over here. What is a prompt? The information that you enter into the AI is called as prompt. And this particular art of talking to AI and getting valuable inputs from the AI is called as prompt engineering. Type in PE in the chat box if you are clear. Okay, I cannot of course teach you everything about prompt engineering right now, but I explained you at least the concept of prompt engineering. Type in PE in the chat box if you are clear with that. PE, prompt engineering, the art of talking to AI. Okay, we tell something, we give an input to AI. The better the input that we give, the better the output that we'll get. This is the art of prompt engineering. Okay, so now we'll be using Grok, the Grok 3 version, in order to do something like this. So we'll go ahead and input a prompt. Okay, so let's say, guys, what do you think? What sort of a topic would you want to do this particular thing on? Okay, what sort of a topic would you want to make a detailed research report on? Anything? Okay, saving wetland, monthly tariffs, prompt, business idea. Okay, I see mental, this thing, marketing, MNC companies in Mumbai, AI in next 10 years. Okay, this is a very next topic. AI in next 10 years. Rather, let me modify this particular topic even further. Let me do something. Okay, so let us do the future of jobs because of this AI revolution. Let us make a detailed research report on that. Okay, okay. So I'll ask Grok to act as a senior level consultant. Okay, act as a senior level consultant. Make me a detailed research report on future of jobs because of this AI revolution. Okay, so I'll enter something like this. Now, guys, do I simply go ahead and hit an enter over here? Do I simply go ahead and hit an enter over here? Do I do that? That is not the case. Okay, you do not do that. If you want to make a detailed research report, what do? You will click on this deep search button over here. Okay, click on this deep search button, and if you wanted more detailed report than whatever we are going to be making, you can click on deeper search as well, and get the report done from there as well. Okay, so I'll click on deep search, and once this option is selected, I will hit an enter over here. Okay, I'll hit an enter, and we'll wait for a few seconds. We'll wait for a few seconds for our mind to be absolutely blown. Guys, look over here what exactly is happening. Okay, so it is now breaking down the topic. It is thinking and breaking down the topic, and it has found a few results, as you can see over here. If I go to this particular article, it is choosing AI's impact on the future of work, and there's a detailed article on that. Okay, you would have been living under a rock there was something like this from Nextport. How will artificial intelligence affect jobs 2024 to 2030? A detailed research report on a detailed article on that. Okay, then there is this thing, the impact of AI on employment. Like this, there are so many. Okay, this is a IMF blog. Okay, a IMF blog on AI will transform the global economy. Let's make sure it benefits humanity. How is AI impacting the job market? Here is a research report on that. Okay, then V Forum ka hai. ऐसे करके there are so many reports which are out there, and it is exploring further. It is exploring job trends as well. It is breaking down the topic, then exploring job trends. How many of you are absolutely mind blown by the way it is thinking, just like a human would think? The AI is thinking over here and trying to figure out what is the sort of report that it should be making. How many of you are mind blown? Type in MB in the chat box if you think that you are mind blown by this. MB, the way it is thinking. Okay, and you can see it is jotting down things just like you would do. Just like if you had to create this report, research report, you would go to a few links, you would try to understand what exactly is happening, you would take notes on that, then you would explore job trends. You would be doing all of this in order to basically your months of efforts, your weeks and months of efforts, okay, can be broken down, can be simplified in a matter of minutes. Right now it has taken around 2 minutes, and it is already refining the report content, assessing regional impact, etc. Okay, within a few seconds we would have the entire report ready with us. Okay, within a few seconds we would have the entire report ready with us. But let me do one thing, okay, until it is being made. What if I showed you okay, let me share my screen once again. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so I had done this sort of, this sort of a deep search report I have already made from Grok, and I have this thing right over here in front of me, as you can see. And after thinking via all of these resources, this is the final report that you get from Grok. Okay, the key points: research suggests AI will transform many jobs, with about 40% potentially affected globally by 2030, creating new roles while displacing others. Okay, it seems like that jobs in this will like data analyst will grow. Like AI related roles like data analyst will grow. The evidence leans towards this, etc. Overview of AI's impact on the entire job market, jobs at risk and in demand as well. And here is the detailed report as well, which starts from here, and you can see the kind of details, along with, guys, look over here, along with citation reports as well, which you can see over here. There are citation reports and PDFs that it has referred to while creating this, and you can see, you can go to any of these for reference as well. So this is the sort of research report which Grok has made for us. How many of you are mind blown by this? In fact, the Grok that we like the prompt that we had written, we have the research report on that as well. It took about 2 minutes 30 seconds, only 2 minutes 30 seconds to make this sort of a detailed research report, and we have the this entire thing right here in front of us. MB, MB, awesome, amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, guys. So this was how we made a research report in just 2.5 minutes. Okay, in just 2.5 minutes, and it has everything that we need that we can present in front of our bosses. Now guys, research report to bana liya. Okay, we are done with it. But how many of you would want to make a PPT out of this as well? Ki research report ho gaya Aditya, but in maximum cases, before the research report, I have to show a presentation out on what exactly I am going to be doing the research on. So how many of you would want to make a PPT, a very good looking PPT on it as well? Me. Yes, me. I see so many me's in the chat box. I see so many me's, and I'm sure it is a part of so many of us. Okay, so many of us have to create PPTs on a day-to-day basis, and almost every working professional is required to do that. Okay, if you're not requiring to do it right now, maybe because once you become a manager, a senior manager, once you basically rise up the hierarchy, what are these people doing then day in day out? They are making PPTs. Okay, so making PPTs, and that too very beautiful ones, is very important. So if you're someone who wants to make a PPT on it as well, how do you go about doing it, guys? Tool number 2 for the day, I am talking about Gamma. How does Gamma work? Again, let's see it with the help of a demo. Okay, earlier we used to take so much time in order to make PPTs, right? By the way, guys, for people asking whether the tools are free, every tool, okay, each and every tool that we are going to be teaching you is going to be for absolutely free. Okay, even I am using the free version of Gamma itself, as you can see on my screen. Grok also absolutely free. All the tools that we'll be teaching you for absolutely free itself. Okay, now we'll go to create new with AI. Okay, once we go to Gamma, we create an account, we'll go to create new with AI. Once we do that, we have an option to paste in text. Okay, because we'll go ahead and click on this particular option on paste in text. Once we do that, once we click on this option, it is asking us to add the notes, outline, or content you'd like to use. So what is the content that we'll be using in order to paste in Gamma? Anyone? Any answer? What is the content we'll be using? We already have a detailed research report, correct? We already have the detailed research report from Grok. So why to do extra minute? Why to do extra minute? Okay, what we'll do, we will simply copy. We will simply copy this answer that we have gotten from Grok, the detailed research report that we have gotten. Okay, so I'll go keep scrolling and we'll wait for a few more seconds. So we have this. In fact, we can take the citations also if we want it. Okay, if we want we to show a citation thing in the PPT, we can do that as well. So now what I'll do, I'll simply copy this and I will paste it in Gamma. Okay, I'll paste it in Gamma. And once I do that, I will click on presentation over here. Then I'll click on continue. Once I click on continue, it is configuring our prompt. And once it does that, it is asking us, what sort of text content do you want? Do you want to generate text content or condense? Okay, of course, because we pasted a research report, we want to condense the text. And do we want detailed text per card, or do we want brief, or do we want medium? Let's say we want detailed, we can choose that. If we want medium, we can choose that as well. Whatever the case is, we can choose that. Then images, do we want it AI generated or do we want stock photos? We can choose whatever the case is for us. Then flux fast, etc., etc. We can do all of this. Once we do this, we will click on continue. Okay, we will click on continue. Once we click on continue, we will wait for a few seconds. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds to have our to see what exactly happens. Okay, now what exactly happened? It is asking us to choose a theme. It is asking us to choose a theme. Okay, so guys, tell me, there are multiple themes over here. Which theme do you like? Which theme do you like? This one, this one, this one, this one. Which theme do you like? This is good. This is good. All the themes are good. Okay, all the themes are absolutely wonderful to use. Okay, you can use any theme do you which you want. You can use any of these themes and it will work absolutely fine for you. Let's say if you want to go ahead with a light color theme. Okay, let's say if you want to, you can go ahead and create a dark color theme also. Okay, let's say I choose a light color theme. Now I'll go ahead and click on generate. And guys, my hands right here in front of you. Okay, my hands right here in front of you. And we'll wait for a few seconds to, guys, type in magic in the chat box if you are seeing some sort of magic happening right in front of us. Okay, my hands right in front of you. Magic, 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 magic. Wow, impressive. Magic, superb. Awesome, Aditya. Amazing. So you can see over here, we have a completely AI generated PPT made for us in less than 1 minute on AI and the future of work. AI is transforming jobs, etc., etc. Here is a AI generated image on the same as well. Then current and future impact. What are the number of jobs which will be created, job displacement, etc., etc. Job changes by sector. A proper table on that. Okay. Then there is this particular map and the global and regional differences. Then what can be done? Okay. Then AI preparedness index, policy recommendations, conclusion, all of this in one single PPT done in a matter of seconds. In a matter of seconds. Is it editable? It is absolutely editable. Okay. If you want to edit it, you can do that. Okay. Whatever you want to do, you can edit as well. Okay. Let's say, guys, how many of you think a Gamma PPT, okay, a PPT in Gamma, even once you have made the changes, okay, it is something which might not be acceptable for your boss, might not be acceptable for your boss. Might not be acceptable in your company. We want PowerPoint presentations only. We do not want Gamma PPT. Anyone who thinks that might be the case? Yes, yes, yes. So what we'll do in that particular case, we'll go ahead and click on these three dots over here. Okay, on these three dots over here. Once we do that, we will go ahead and click on export. Okay, we'll click on export. And now guys, we have an option to download our PPT as a PDF, as a PowerPoint, as a Google slide, or as PNG as well. Let's say I want to download it as a PowerPoint. Okay, I simply click over here, wait for a few seconds, and guys, let's wait for a few seconds because we have our PPT downloaded. Okay, we have our PPT download. Let me click over here. Okay, so it has downloaded our PPT, as you can see over here, the 7 MB file. And let me go ahead and click on that. I click on that and boom, boom. I want the biggest boom in the chat box because we have a PowerPoint PPT here ready with us in a matter of few minutes. We have been able to do that, guys. We have been able to do that and we have done that together as a community. Amazing. Boom. Awesome. 10x. Really amazing. Boom. Super. Super. Awesome. Amazing. So we have this and now we can edit, we can change the images, whatever we want to do, we can do it. We can do it. Now guys, tell me something. How many of you feel कि ये watermark जो आया है, guys, Aditya, everything is good, everything is fine, ये सारे changes I can do. But this watermark which is coming, like made with gamma, okay, this is something which will be concerning. It is very evident that I have not made this PPT and it has been made with gamma. How many of you have this sort of a concern? How many of you have this concern कि this is something which won't be acceptable? Everything else is fine, but ये नहीं acceptable होगा. ऐसा लगता है? Me. Guys, if this is your concern, what we'll do, we will go ahead and click on this view button. Okay, we'll go ahead to our PowerPoint file. We'll click on this view button. Once we click on this view button, there is this slide master button. Okay, there is this slide master button. So I'll click on this slide master button. And once I do that, I will have this made with gamma thing over here. I will click over here and I'll click on delete. Similarly, I will go to this particular slide. I'll click on delete. Similarly, I'll go over here. I'll click on delete. Similarly, I'll go over here. I'll go over here and click on delete. And once I do that, and I click on close master once again, boom, type in boom again in the chat box because we have removed made with gamma. We have removed it. Now it doesn't look like this particular PPT was made with gamma, but it looks like you made this particular PPT. Agree with me? Awesome. Sahi. Boom. Wow. Magic. Okay. Because we did not delete it in this page, it was not deleted, but you can delete it from all of the pages. As you can see over here, made with gamma is gone. Now, how many of you have this particular question? Other than made with gamma, to ho gaya. How would it be if we can, okay? How would it be if we can add the logo of our company also? How would that be? कि made with gamma तो हटा दिया, but if I want to add a logo of my PPT, wouldn't that be awesome? Awesome, amazing. Yes, me. Chalo. So let us go ahead and see how we can do that also. Again, we'll click on view and then we'll go to slide master. Okay, we'll again do this. We'll go to slide master. And now once we do that, we will click on insert once again. Once we click on insert, what we'll do, we'll click on pictures. We'll click on picture from file. And now we'll click on the logo. Because I have the logo of my company, I will choose that and I will position it towards the bottom right of the screen, wherever I want to position it. Basically, I will do that. I'll similarly copy and paste it over here. I'll paste it over here. I'll paste it over here, and it is done. Okay. And if you want to basically play around with this, you can do that also. If you want to play around with the colors of the logo, or do anything about it, you can go ahead and do that also. And now once I'm done with this, I will again go to close master and boom, type in boom again in the chat box. Type in a boom again in the chat box because we have B10X logo here in our PPT right here in front of us, which the bosses would go absolutely wow. How did you make such a PPT in such a short amount of time? MB, boom, magical. How to remove watermark? I'll show it once again. Simply go to view, then click on slide master, then just select over here delete. And if you have to insert your logo, go to insert, go to pictures, add the logo, position it over here, then and then again click on slide master and your work will be done. It is as simple as that. Okay, it is as simple as that. Clear? Can I get a clear in the chat box if you are absolutely clear with it? Can I get a clear? Absolutely clear? Yes. Clear. Very clear. Awesome. Amazing, Aditya. Superb. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Superb. Now guys, tell me one thing. What if we have to, we made the detailed research report. Okay? And we made this PowerPoint file as well. But Although somehow, this PowerPoint file, this thing, I want to make more, make it more attractive, something which would set me apart from every peer in my office. Because this sort of a PPT, almost everyone in my office can make. But I want to set myself apart. Okay? I want to set myself apart. Okay? I go to, this particular PPT, I go to slide master. Just a second. I'll hide this. Just a second. It is stuck over here. Okay. Well, if I go to this particular PPT or go to the detailed research report that we have, okay, I go to the detailed research report that we have. Okay, I have to, basically, I want to make the PPT look more professional, or I want to make the detailed research report more professional, so that it does not look AI generated and it is very professional, which sets me apart from everyone in my office. How many of you would want to convert this normal looking presentation into very professional looking presentations, just like a someone at McKinsey or someone at Bain or someone very 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 high level presentation would be making? How many of you would want to do something like this? Would want to do something like this? Me. So how would you go about doing it? How would you go about doing it? Let's see it. Okay, that particular PPT is stuck. So what I'll do, I'll go to Gamma again and I'll download this particular PPT once again. Okay, let me download it once more for you all. Okay, let me do that. It'll do it in a few seconds. I can see over here. I'll click here to download. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds. It is downloading right now. Let's just wait for a couple of seconds. And then what we'll be doing, we'll be using this particular tool, which is called as napkin.ai. Okay, it is called as napkin.ai. How does napkin.ai work? Let's see it with the help of a demo again. Okay, let's see it with the help of a demo again. So I'll simply go to napkin.ai. Okay, I'll go to napkin.ai. Okay, again, every tool that we are using is absolutely free of cost. Okay, is absolutely free of cost. And once I go over here, I'll click on sign in button over here. Okay, because I have already created an account, I will be redirected to this sort of a screen. Okay, I'll be redirected to this sort of a screen, so I can create a new napkin for myself. Okay, I'll simply go ahead, click on new napkin and create a blank napkin. Everyone with me so far? Can I enter with you in the chat box if you are with me so far? With me? Yes. Yes. So what did we do? We simply went to napkin.ai. We created an account. And once we do that, a free account. Okay. Even I'm using the free version itself. And once we do that, we have this sort of a screen right here in front of us. So what we'll do, we will simply enter the text. We will simply enter the text where we want to, for which we want to make beautiful looking mind maps, just like a very high level consultant at McKinsey would be making. You can make that sort of presentations or research report. How to do that? Okay, let us learn it. Let's say you want to you had this global and regional perspective slide, right? So simply copy this entire text over here. Okay, simply copy this entire text over here. Okay, I'll copy this entire text. I'll go to napkin and then I will paste it over here. Okay, simply text किया, copy किया, paste किया. ठीक है, detailed research report grok का text लिया and I pasted it in napkin. Once I do that and I hover my mouse on this text, there is this electric button. How many of you see this blue color electric button over here? Yes, you see it? Yes. So what we'll do, we will simply click on this electric button. Okay, now some magic is happening, guys. Some magic is happening again on our screen, and we'll wait for a few seconds to see that. Okay, some magic is happening. What it will do, what will napkin do? It will convert this text, this boring looking text, into this sort of a beautiful, beautiful looking mind map. How many of you feel that this mind map is absolutely amazing? Okay, instead of showing this boring looking text, if you show this sort of a mind map in your office, your bosses would go absolutely wow. Your peers would go absolutely wow. Okay, and that is not it. This is just one visualization that you see. If you go over here, you see more visualizations. Okay, if you go over here, more and more such visualization in different formats, and you can use any of these. Okay, in fact, you can create your own style as well. Okay, but you can use all the already existing ones because these are already so good. Agree with me, this is already so good. Okay, and you can do it for more ones as well. Okay, I'll click on blank napkin and let's say I want to do it for one more text. Let's say I want to do it for the key points. I want to show a key point slide in my in my PPT. ठीक है, I'll paste it over here. I'll click on the electric button, wait for a few seconds. ठीक है, I'll wait for a few seconds for some magic to again happen. ठीक है, I'll again wait for some magic to happen. And guys, we have it already. ठीक है, key points. Imagine if you have a key point slide, okay, you simply add key points in the header, and instead of writing all of this verbose, instead of writing so much text, you show this as key points. Type in a MB in the chat box if your mind is blown. Key points, the positive points, the negative points, all of it. Okay, then like this. How is this sort of a mind map? How amazing it is. Job displacement versus job creation. Similarly, more mind maps like this. More mind maps. More. Do you really feel okay after looking at this? Look at this. Look at this. How awesome is it? Would it create an absolute, wonderful impression, and it would set you absolutely apart from the rest of your peers who are presenting in your office if you are being able to present like this? Yes. Okay, and if you click on more such visualizations will be loaded. So you can choose any of this, and now you would be having this, of course, question that Aditya, is this downloadable? Simply click over here, click on download. Okay, click on export, click on download, and you would have, okay, you would have this thing right over here, the visualization right over here. And what you can do, you can actually open the presentation that you have, and let's say if you want to make a key point, let's say you delete this, you can delete all of this as well. Okay, you can delete all of this, you can, okay, you can delete this, okay, and now simply insert, okay, insert the picture. Okay, insert the picture that you just downloaded. Okay, insert it, and you can position it here in your screen. Okay, this you can change to key, key, this thing, like what was the point? It was key points, correct? So just write key points over here. Okay, you can middle align it and do all of that, and you can have this sort of a text visual. Instead of whatever you were having, you could have this sort of a text visual with you. Imagine the sort of impact you would have on your bosses when you are showing something like this instead of a boring looking PPT with a lot of text. Yes, agree with me? Awesome. Awesome. Yes, you can download more and more. Okay, whichever design you like, you can download more of it. Okay, that is how simple it is.
Folks, by the way, how much time do you feel that you are going to save on daily basis? How much time do you feel that you are going to save on daily basis from tomorrow itself? A lot. 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours. I feel like everyone is saying about 2 hours, right? So, folks, can we just discontinue with the session? Like, since we have fulfilled the promise, can we just discontinue with the session, or you guys are like looking forward to learn more? Yeah, looking forward. All right, all right. Love this energy, folks. Love this energy. All right. So, folks, who faces this problem, or is it just me? Right? I would like to know, like, whenever you are scrolling internet, right? Whenever you're on internet reading some article, right, on LinkedIn, like you are reading something, and at that time you feel like I have to copy this, I have to take this to ChatGPT and ask it to explain it to me, right? Or you feel like if this article was there in Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, right, I would have understood it more. Happened with whom? Happened with whom? Like, let's say you are scrolling internet, you are like going on any article, or let's say you want to like you really like one article and you want to create LinkedIn post out of that article, right? Would you like a tool which is like ChatGPT pulled out of ChatGPT